Start.
Okay, good morning. This is Group 3. Today we'll be presenting the impact of big data in manufacturing process. Okay, first of all, what is big data analytics? It's the process of examining and extracting valuable insights, patterns, and trends from large and complex data sets. It's known as the big data. Okay, so firms are trying to draw insights from this expanding volume, variety, and velocity of data to make better sense of the data and to improve decision-making within the corporation. Okay, and from the study, we find out that how big data analytics affect in operations performance. There are 3 aspects in total. First, planning, and then manufacturing, and then quality assurance from this case. In the planning, there's schedule and cost variance improvements because more accurate estimates of order to delivery times and the improved prediction of daily demand in capacity utilizations. Moreover, in manufacturing, process downtime, machine efficiency, and waste reduction are all improved because of the big data utilizations. Last, quality assurance. The reduced defective units and rejected units are a big help of the corporations. So to have a better understanding of how these utilizations to perform in the process, we have this analysis before and after. So before the utilization of the big data analytics in manufacturing process, bad decision-making relies on the considerations of corporation-related facts, and there's no proactive and reactive actions, also lack of empowerment among employees to take initiatives. However, after the utilization of big data, agile decision-making based on real-time information, it's a very good improvement in the company. Also, corrective response to events and preventive actions, functional area excellence are also improved. And as well as the performance management, also efficient productions and reduced waste are all we can see from the utilization. Last, it's the research methodology that of this case, 3 manufacturing firms are being evaluated by different levels of big data analytics utilizations. It's all focused on qualitative data collection through surveys from employees, and cross-case analysis is implemented to identify the patterns and differences.
Okay, now I'll take you through this area. And now we're going to look at how we use the big data for quality, or rather for improved quality. First, you realize that big data tends to enable insights into facts by trying to highlight products that could be faulty. And then another point is that it scraps and reworks returned product that could be scrapped by ensuring that they're of high quality, right? We need to look at the big data for energy efficiency and reduced manual labor. This can be done through optimizing energy consumption via analytics, and then informed decisions dependent on production line, environmental conditions, and material supplies. It could, automate several aspects or other areas of production, manufacturing, if you do like. This can be done by reducing more than 20%. Lastly, we're going to talk about enhancing the efficiency by lowering the margin of error, which could be caused, by human and other might lead to increase in productivity. So if we're going to go to the next slide, we're going to look at the big data in real-time decision-making and predictive analytics, if you so wish. You realize that this one enables real-time insights for faster approach when it comes to making determinations or other decisions. Another point is that it makes analysts take proactive actions without extensive, approvals. Meaning analysts could be in a position of making decisions themselves without necessarily having to go through the red tape. I mean, so many procedures for them to come into a conclusion. By having this big data, it can be very, important, and it can be very easy for them to really make decisions themselves without necessarily having to involve so many parties, because already have the facts. And again, you realize that it tends to adopt leads, which probably leads to predictive analytics capabilities. And the very last point is that it can be able to predict the rates of error, and this gonna improve the fault and rejection rate by between 8 to 10%. I think that's what I have. Mushabab, can you take us through this?
Okay, so now it's my turn. So now I'm going to present the 3 important aspects of the BDA on the 3 big companies, the firms, you can say that. The first one is for the home appliance, the second one is for the pharmaceutical, they also make animal food, and the third one is a construction company. So first we are going to learn that how BDA help these firms to enhance their performance. So first of all, the first question is that how BDA helps. We collect the data of the company and then analyze the data to enhance their performance. So these case study, so I'm going to present that how BDA enables them to take fact-based decisions, making to lead enhancing performance. So that decisions can help managers, and even can lead companies also to take their decisions. And the main focus of this whole case analysis is to improve other companies to implement BDA in their own companies. So the implementation of BDA in these firms. But the first module they implement the BDA, the big data analysis, is in the planning. So in planning, so they can implement that. The BDA helps to scheduleize them to implementations of the equipments and machineries, and second is cost variance. So how they can improve the efficiency of cost of products. But even they are using the machinery. Let's suppose the company C, the firm C, home appliance, they're making home appliance 5 days a week, and so because of the burden on Monday, so they can utilize their machines to another day, just like on Saturday and Sunday, maybe on any other weekday, just Tuesday and Wednesday. So the BDA also help in capacity utilizations. How capacity utilization, even they can resource their allocations in different areas. And the second process is the second module that these 3 firms utilize BDA is the manufacturing process to process the downtime and the machine efficiency and waste reduction. Waste reductions can also be effective to improve the cost, to cut out the cost, because they are not wasting the material, so they are also not using their machinery or equipments in an excessive way. So that's why even the firm C utilize these to enhance the performance too. And the third thing is, okay, so another process is the ROI and cost benefit analysis. So first is tangible and intangible. Tangible means you can say that the BDA help them to improve the tangibility of machinery and equipment, just like I've told you before. So because of the usage of this, they improve their capacity to get the improved decisions, improved operations, and strategic operations also. And the other thing is ROI based on long-term perspective. The long-term perspective means how they can get the cost benefit of that. Because of this, because there were no waste reduction, they have less waste reduction. That's why they save a lot of money. And the third thing is strategic alignment with proper risk assessment. So risk assessment means they also utilize their time, their money, and their even the strategic planning. They've been planning to improve the enhancement. And the other thing is the BDA improving organization and making value proposition enhancement. So how is it going to work then? So first of all, they improve the power shift. The power shift mean empowering employments, so they can take initiative let's say take initiative and make decisions to solve problems and improve variance. And the second is real-time decision making. Make changes in the execution of the process based on real-time events. And the third thing is proactive and reactive actions. Actions are not only made as corrective and responsive, but also as pre-active for that. So these processes, they help the whole three companies in different ways, maybe in the same ways, to improve their performance. So now I want Santosh to explain more about the discussion.
All right, so let's talk about the BDA in managerial implications. So how does it do that? First, let's see. It provides actionable recommendation for firms considering BDA implementation. Like it tells the company how the data can be used for the companies, and then it emphasizes the significance of organizational design and readiness factors. Then it fosters the employee engagement and proactive action. That means like if there is big data, they need to have like much more information, and they will work on that, and they will just do what they need to do based on the fact-based analysis. So another thing is continuous BDA capability building. So that means like when there is big data over there, then there will be continuous building of any process over there. And lastly, it's embrace the BDA for improvisations and better analytics. Next is future research on BDA. So how does it do that? So first, it has like better analytics and huge potential in organizational growth. Next is better understanding of customers and better customer service, because when there are like a lot of information, then obviously that customer service will be done in a better way. Next is goal-based on fact-oriented and predictive analysis. The goal will be much more easier to achieve. Next is increase automation with better quality assurance. If there is like better quality, then and the automation will much do it faster and with better improvement. And there is like less human dependability. That means like we don't need like a lot of labors over there. And lastly, the research and development department with a lot of potential. Like when there is a lot of data, then there is lot of information, and that is like an improvement for the data analytics. Now, next, talk about the challenge and limitations. So what are the challenges and limitations of the BDA? So first is sample size and research contents. I mean, there are like not a lot of data on the market. That means only there are superficial organizations with a lot of data, but not all of them. Next is biasness in data collection and contextual specificities. That is like big companies like Amazon, Facebook only are the one who collects the big data. Technology and data integration with proper skills and expertise has a huge gap. There are not much data engineers and data scientists in the market, so that is like there is a big technology gap. And there is like change management is hard due to the many hidden factors. Like there could be a lot of hidden information that is like not prevailing. That's why if there is like change management to happen, then there is like big risk over there as well. And last is like limitation of time frame comprehensive study of data. When there is a big data, it requires a lot of time to study that data. So there is like a lot of limitations around it. So this means like at conclusion, what can big data do in manufacturing then? First, it improves the manufacturing performance. Like when there is a big data, they will have much more information that will lead to improvement. And next is like it facilitates data-driven decision making. When there is a big data involved, then there is always a big decision that is going to take role over there. And next is like it plays a critical role in organizational factors. It means that when there is a big data company, then it is the main factor to run the organization. And last is ROI and cost benefit analysis. If there is a big data, then they can have like fact-based analysis, and then a lot of data-driven decision making. That means it is definitely gonna return on good investment, and it will always have cost benefit analysis. Thank you.